himself. He's been remarkable, and you know, he deserves the best of send-offs.
What have you made of Todd Cantwell, who joined the club in the January window? When you look at his performance, again talking consistency, 4 goals in the last 6 games of last season, and he just seems to have found his mojo here at Ibrox.
Yeah, I like the look of him. I think he's call it a little bit like a cowboy. You know, he's that kind of boy.
Maverick.
Yeah, Maverick. That's what I meant. That's what it was. But he's brilliant. You know, in that way when he can go and do something on his own, create something out of nothing. You need these type of players in your team, and he seems to be really coming into his groove. I really hope he can start this season off well, and maybe have a good game today with management, give him even more confidence to build on that, and then we hope to see the best of him.
A special night for a special Ranger. 505 appearances, 222 clean sheets. Alan McGregor between the sticks for his testimonial match against Newcastle United. It's Newcastle immediately in possession. Rangers quickly closing them down. Ibrox at capacity. And Davies. John Suter, that terrific Old Firm goal. And you could see confidence ooze from him thereafter. Chipped down the flank by Tavernier. And Lundstrom, tight to the defender, forcing him to knock it out of play. Botman, Sven Botman, knocking it out for a Rangers throw. James Tavernier gives chase without much success.
It looks like Rangers are starting the normal back 4, but then with 2 up front, so it's more maybe like a 3, and Cantwell kind of like a loose, like you say, Maverick, do what you want type
give
of thing.
Give a bit of license.
Yeah, I think it gave a little bit of license.
Go and impact the game.
Yeah.
Trippier. That's a good take from Almiron, and again Rangers quickly on top. As soon as the player takes a touch, Rangers looking to win back possession as quick as possible. Trippier with a free kick, fires it away to the far side.
I have to say as well, pitch looked magnificent, didn't it?
It was incredible. It was terrific condition at the end of last season, but hats doffed to the ground staff. Again, they have Ibrox looking absolutely majestic. As one over the top, Alan McGregor comes and makes that his. Goes down all the time.
Tom, that's one I like. Callum Wilson as well. He's a proper striker as well. One, you can't give him half a yard, he'll punish you.
He looks a monster.
Yeah, he's very good goal scorer.
There's a bit of confidence there. Kieran Dull is back to goal. Barisic has some defending to do. This is Tonali, the 70 million man. Yeah, Callum Wilson last season the top scorer with 18.
Yeah, but Isak as well brought in, and they were on fire, both of them. You know, they were just magnificent to watch. Just one of the teams where you really, I know I like the club in that way, but you enjoyed watching them play. You know, the style of play and what they were doing were really fantastic, and they deserved all the credit for what they did and what they performed to get to Champions League and all the rest of it. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to have to back it up again this year. It'll be tough to have even more games, so it'll be really tough for them.
Trippier, the skipper. Maybe not tonight, but he's a regular skip at the side and a real talent. Tonali fires it central, gathered by Wilson. Moved on early by Target. Breaks down there, a bit of a breakdown in communication, but again Rangers filter blue shirts behind the ball, defending in numbers.
Yeah, look good defensively. Doesn't look nervous or anything like that. Seems very calm and everybody knows their jobs and know the rules. This was interesting for me. I was looking forward to finding this out. Goals, like how do I take goal kicks? Because Alan McGregor's probably not been in working pre-season, kind of the start of what we're going to do for game out. But it seems like
muscles maybe not quite.
Seems to be like what they did last year. It seemed to be the same kind of thing.
There's James Tavernier exchanging again with John Lundstrom. He recovers well, but gives it away, tugged in doing so.
Well, maybe away with that one a little bit. He got caught a little bit under pressure and didn't get the ball shifted at his feet quick enough.
Finished in the top 4 last season, Newcastle. Terrific achievement. 4 old First Division titles, the last going back to 1927, 6 FA Cups, the last in 1955. Sima tries to make some headway. Newcastle get away, but Rangers, the high press paying the dividend. Good feet from Lammers. Brings it through in.
Like
it was very mobile.
Yeah, both teams seem to be kind of trying to find their feet in it defensively up against what the two defences are like, doesn't it?
Yeah, Rangers get their first corner. Carius not reacting perhaps quick enough. Interesting choice of goalkeeper, and they have an embarrassment of riches by way of goalkeepers down there. Carius, who made his debut in the EFL Cup final last year after joining in 2022 from Liverpool, as Barisic assesses the options. Kieran Doyle wants it. I don't think he's going to get it though. Sima takes up position near post. Lundstrom just on the goalkeeper. Lammers lining up at the edge of the 6-yard box and already on the move. Long, deep searching ball. Dealt with well by Trippier.
Counter attack is on.
Yeah.
To be on it. That was out. Yeah, a wee bit of luck. No, to be fair, I think Rangers recovered very quickly. To be fair, go back in shape quite quickly and no sniff of danger. To be fair.
Jamal Lewis was the out ball, and he is a flying machine.
Yeah,
thanks for joining us today on Rangers TV. 5 minutes under the belt at Ibrox. It's goals in the Alan McGregor testimonial. Rangers 0, Newcastle 0. The legend of both clubs, Peter Lovenkrands, with us this evening. Over the top, Sima has the pace. Keeper has to come. Heads it away. Again, slightly different to we've perhaps seen from Rangers in recent seasons. We've not had that electrifying pace for a ball over the top, Peter.
No, we haven't had that, to be fair, and that's really good to see that it's something new they've probably been working on.
You would have liked that one.
Yeah, if you had played me through the middle, I kept last sitting here on the left-hand side, to be fair, for 5.5 years. But
Alec McLeish waved up to us from the
no,
track earlier tonight. He's saying, you get wide.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's Kieran Trippier. Lundstrom again, getting a challenge early, but Zinali holds him off. Wide again from Lewis. Looks happy to come back to the half-yard out of position. He's doubling up with Tavernier there. Lundstrom involved as well, but a threaded ball has Rangers in trouble.
Great defending.
Yeah. Again, we just did right place, the right number of bodies, and Alan McGregor with good communication comes out to make it his. He wants to play here this evening as long as he can, I suspect.
Yeah, we know him, right? When he's out there, maybe see if you prepare before the game and say, oh, you're only going to play this. I think when you're out there and you're doing it, it's probably hard to do.
There's the kicking potential problem you've identified as Ryan Jack tries to squeeze it away. Rangers will with the free kick. Yeah, not the distance he was looking for on the clearance. Miran and ball with Ryan Jack. Covered matters. Moments ago we saw Eddie Howe just make some notes from his position in the technical area. Perhaps just a bit of fine-tuning to the shape. Lewis tracks the run of Tavernier, but they'd already gone out of play. Other than Peter Lovenkrands, there are some terrific icons of both clubs that plied their trade here at Ibrox and St James's Park. Craig Moore, of course, in the studio tonight. Jean-Alain Boumsong is another who comes to mind. Duncan Ferguson, but Gaza was the man. Wasn't he really? He was such a talent. Lundstrom for Tavernier, lifts his head, delivers early, evades everyone. Cantwell will put some pressure on.
Yeah, classic Tavernier cross, isn't it? Great area, great one to go on attack. Am I right in saying Oliver Bernard as well?
Bernard, yes, Bernard, who's signed left back by trade. Yeah, Newcastle, of course. I think Newcastle had probably his best spell as a pro.
Yeah.
Made his name there. Not just as efficient when he came to Glasgow. That target. Again, Newcastle have to regroup. That's been given away. Cantwell reads it well. Sima tries to get out his feet. Gets a late challenge from the back tracking Tonali, and the referee allowed the first one to go, but not the second. The Rangers get the free kick.
To be fair, I thought he was going to lose it there, but showed really good strength. Good fight. That's something the fans will like to see.
He's turned 22 last month, Abdallah Sima. 6'2", season loan from Brighton, but it was the backtracking Italian Tonali. 14 caps for Italy. The most expensive Italian footballer of all time in the Newcastle engine room tonight. Talking Gaza, of course, he excelled in Italy too. Sima looking on. Barisic to clip one in. Handed away and good defending again from Kieran Dowell. Perhaps not one of the most fashionable type players, but he's one of these guys that gets box to box and gets the job done, Peter.
Yeah, you need these players, you know, that can run and, like you say, box to box players. I'm looking forward to seeing how he develops here as well and what we can get out the best out of him.
Trippier again, loves to get forward. Again, Lundstrom blocks the delivery. Barisic takes a touch under pressure, has composure though. Again, there was 4 blue shirts just cutting off any artery to the danger area.
Yeah, I think Rangers have really switched on. They would have done their homework as well on how Newcastle can operate. And you know, Trippier, the way he bombs forward, you need to be very, very quick there, shivering across, and Rangers just seem to be switched on to it.
Campbell has acres ahead of him. Barisic makes the supporting run. Lammers drops off, Sima the target. Squeezed away, comfortably defended though. Button with the clearance. Very comfortable back 4. Newcastle are all composed in possession. This isn't played like a friendly at the moment, Peter.
It's very strong, organised with both teams in it. Defensively, both teams look really, really strong and organised. It takes maybe a wee bit of time to break that down, isn't it? So whoever can break it down first, yeah, let's see what happens.
Trippier again. He's had some moves in his day, Kieran Trippier. 42 caps for England. Here's Lewis with some space now. Again, Dogs across the supports avenue. Back for target. Again, it's Dowell who gets out to him quickly. Albeit it's a free kick in favour of Newcastle. That's those out of possession stats the coaching staff will be racking up to see how switched on players are. How quickly they snuff out danger.
Rangers seem to look there like they all thought they were going to go and take the free kick and put it in the box, but Newcastle wanted to play.
Quick run down of the Rangers substitutes tonight that will no doubt see a host deployed before final whistle. Jack Button, Robbie McCrory, Ridvan Yilmaz, Yanis Hadji, Rabbi Matondo, Scott Wright, Leon Balogun, Fashion Sakala, Lewis Mayo, who scored a pre-season goal against Oxford, if memory serves correct, a few seasons ago. Nico Raskin coming back from under 21 duty with Belgium. Johnny Efeko, the former Leicester defender. Alex Lowry, Baylor Rice and Paul McKinnon, some of the youngsters coming through from the academy. 0-0 the scoreline just now. Trippier again, tracked by Jack. There's a darting move there. Takes a bit of watching. He was switched on, Sandro Tonali. The ball just goes astray. But that's perhaps what €17 million brings. That wee bit of imagination and invention.
He seems to be the box-to-box player for them, doesn't he? He's very good at coming running into the box if he gets to the right deliveries. Good play.
Terrific dig out from Jack. Sima can't get there. Jack again well positioned to get the ball back into Newcastle territory. And they work it all the way back to Loris Karius. Joined us late, you haven't missed much by way of action. We were fully 6 minutes late kicking off because of the numbers here this evening for this Alan McGregor testimonial. Tonali again. He's pretty quickly slotted into that midfield position as Newcastle come forward again through Jamal Lewis. Smuggled central. Rangers on the back foot. Flipped across goal. Lundstrom got a touch and thumped away again by Doyle, back supporting the rear guard.
Well, first wee bit of danger in both ends, yeah.
Sima wins it. Cantwell wants it to come on and is given possession away. Barisic, tidy defending. Suter less so. Squeezed away from Cantwell by Almiron. He gets it back, releases Trippier, fires it in. Comfortably squeezed away Davies, but Newcastle have the wind in their sails right now. Almiron again. Tries to link the play in there, but again Rangers stand firm defensively. Cantwell, comfortable, gets it back to Barisic. Doyle shows for it, sends it long in search of Sima. Headed away, Sven Botman. I have to say, we've played just short of 15 minutes. I'm very impressed by the way Kieran Doyle gets about the pitch.
Yeah, definitely. He's shown good signs. Looking forward to see him even more now. But I think in a game like this today, when you put the ball over the top of Sima, I think the ball needs to be long enough. The two centre halves of Newcastle, big boys, they'll win day header most of the times.
Trippier in behind, kept in play. Again, Davis defending that near post, gets it away. There's the strength of Wilson paying the dividends. Jack committed and on the money. Shar fires it wide. Target picks it up. Newcastle starting getting a bit of a rhythm. Coming forward again. Passed beyond Alan McGregor. Just stroked into the net. It's a terrific finish. Miguel Almiron breaks the deadlock at Ibrox. There was a sense that Newcastle had found that bit of urgency. They were doing things quicker. Their passes were becoming more accurate. And with 16 minutes in the clock, it's Rangers 0, Newcastle 1. Yeah,
I think you're spot on, Tom. I think you could see in the last 2 or 3 minutes Newcastle was getting on the front foot compared to Rangers. You know, I think one of the key bits was their counter-pressing. Their counter-pressing when Rangers then got the ball, Rangers couldn't get out of their own half, and Newcastle was on top of them. And the quick play and the run without the ball to punish Rangers at a time where they were getting even more of a football into the game. So it's a bit of a blow for Rangers to go down at this point.
11 goals last season, Miguel Almiron opens the account for the new campaign. Betting just prior to that, quality player, 54 caps for Paraguay.
Yeah, to be fair, Tom, good finish. You have to give him the credit for that. Calm, open his body up and just slots it over along the ground. It's something you would teach the young boys coming through. Great finish, and no chance for McGregor, unfortunately.
I think Elliot Anderson had a big part to play in it as well.
Yeah, it's as Shard as the wins the ball, isn't it?
Yeah.
He comes up and wins the ball against Sima, takes it up, and then they go on a kind of half counter on Rangers half of the pitch, and they just punished him. He runs without the ball, creating space for each other, and yeah, good pass, good finish.
Let's see what Rangers can find by way of character to get back in this one. Newcastle making the ball a bit of a prisoner right now. Back with Botman. Big lad, Sven Botman, 6'4", come through the youth ranks at Ajax. He's in possession again.
Yeah, Dan Burns on the bench is even bigger, I think it is.
6'7".
Unbelievable size.
Good defending from Suter, got touch tight. There's to Callum Wilson after the ball was played into his area by Fabian Schär, the other centre back, who's 6 foot plenty as well. Ryan Jack has been very disciplined. Wait for Barisic. Jack just sitting, holding in front of the back four. Takes it in again. That one's going astray from John Lundstrom. An immediate apology. The man who had 5 goals last season. John Lundstrom has scored in every division in the top flight of English football. He'll relish a chance to show what he can do against the top sides in England. Jamal Lewis back from that target. He was only £15 million from Villa in 2022, Target.
Yeah, didn't get a sniff really last year because of Dan
Exactly,
Burns playing that unorthodox. Dan Burns more seen it as a centre half, but done an unbelievable job at a left back position.
Long searching ball laid off Lewis. Here's Target picking up the loose ball now. Rangers again on the back foot. Good defending again though as Rangers hold the line at the edge of the 18-yard box. Newcastle pile the bodies forward, keep the pressure on. He's quite happy to recycle, and then the switch of play in search of goalkeeper Almiron. Wants to work the open here with Trippier. Cantwell has other ideas, and he's asking a lot of Barisic. There's a chance here for Wilson. Great block from Lundstrom, and Rangers just guilty of a wee bit sloppy at the wrong end of the pitch.
Again, counter-pressing. The counter-pressing from Newcastle is so switched on, and also that's why that was one of the key moments of the last season for them, why they did so well, was the counter-pressing and organisation of them, and you can see it there. It almost punished Rangers again, where they win the ball back quickly in a high position where not far to go, and in the box where Rangers players can't really put a foot in or gamble or do a challenge to have to pull away, and they're in dangerous areas. So you have to just give Newcastle credit, but also a wake-up call to Rangers to switch on and get playing quicker.
Your first touch has to be absolutely on the money. Rangers starting tonight with Alan McGregor in goal, a back four of Tavernier, Suter, Davison, Barisic, Lundstrom, Jack and Doyle in midfield, Cantwell supporting Seema and Lammers. There's the goal scorer, Almiron again. Tonali happy to go beyond the strikers to show for it. There's a switch again from Sharp. Lewis again is just beyond the last line of defence.
Good line for Rangers. By line. Make sure we squeeze the pitch a wee bit. Make it difficult for Newcastle.
I felt for Newcastle last season, to be honest, Peter. Runners-up in the EFL Cup final. Their first Cup final in 23 years. The fans deserve it.
I know. It was heartbreaking. You know, it was a double up for me at that point because Rangers was in the same as Scotland, and we lost both. that was a hard one. I mean, Newcastle have not had many trophies in a long time, and they really deserve something after a fantastic season. Let's say, you know, look at the positive. They're now in Champions League, fighting with the best teams out there, and hopefully they can build from now on and push to get more trophies next year.
Absolutely. We met 10 years ago next month as well. Finished 1-1. Lee McCulloch on target, and Amiobi. Shola. 90th minute equaliser. Lee McCulloch had converted a penalty. It's probably an understatement to say neither side play friendlies.
Yeah, I think you're right. Spot on with that. That doesn't happen.
Since the goal, Newcastle have just settled into a pattern of keep ball and then sting on the counter when the opportunity arises. As James Tavernier come in to track Callum Wilson and Elliot Anderson, who lead the line. Seema has not had a touch for quite some time. The first one he tries to introduce with Kieran Doyle, and he's late to the party because sharper his ball was Sandro Tonali. Again,
counter-pressing, you know, how quickly he reacts compared to the Rangers players, you know, that's a difference at the moment. Newcastle a lot more switched on when it comes to that, and Rangers find it really, really difficult when they get in possession to get out of that counter-press and get up the pitch. So Newcastle's definitely got the foothold in the pitch, on the game right now.
23 played at Ibrox. Rangers 0, Newcastle 1. Back to Karius. Thought the Newcastle fans, to be honest, Peter, may have been a wee bit noisier.
Maybe it's just because the Rangers fans are too noisy, they
perhaps.
can't hear them.
Yeah. Breaks off Lundstrom through into Newcastle. Interesting competition to replace the legend that is Alan McGregor. Jack Butland, 6'5", 9 caps for England. He was in the 2018 World Cup squad, joining in the summer. But we shouldn't underestimate Robbie McCrory by any stretch of the imagination, Peter.
No.
4 appearances last season, 3 clean sheets. The season before, 2 appearances and 2 clean sheets, and these came in big games.
Let's just see what happens if he gets that run. I feel a little bit for Robbie McCrory. You know, it has to be behind Alan McGregor, who's a legend of the club, but it's been tough to get his games. And then they go and get Jack Butland, who's got a great CV. And I played with Jack at Birmingham when he was younger. Fantastic talent, fantastic boy. Now he's grown and he's got better and more experience. So I feel a little bit for McCrory, to be honest, because he's really shown good signs and seems like shown like he could be a very good goalkeeper if he just gets a chance.
You're right on cue when asking Newcastle fans to perhaps turn up the volume. They do.
Maybe they're listening to me on the TV. I don't know.
Not seen much so far of Sam Lammers.
No. But I think I find it difficult. Rangers, the team find it difficult to get to serve him with any good balls. Finding balls to get up to him has not been the best. He's been fighting with the big centre halves up in the air most of the time. It's been really tough for him to get into the game.
Here's Seema. Lundstrom stretching Newcastle by going wide. We're looking for wee partnerships, and I don't think we've really seen any so far, Peter.
No, I think again Rangers struggle to kind of grind down the defence of Newcastle. You know, the movement seems maybe a tad too slow, a wee bit too standing still. There's not a lot of running off the ball. Also, just need to give credit to Newcastle. Very good organisation. They seem very settled in.
Seema's on the move. He clipped into his path by Dowell, and he's done well to smuggle it central. Lammers can't get there because of the attentions of Sven Botman. Always willing to drop off as Elliot Anderson, who got 2 goals at the weekend against Gateshead. Substitute appearances last season, Anderson. Just 20 years of age. He actually gets 1 under-21 cap for Scotland. And Alan McGregor makes it his.
I have to say, Tom, very switched on for Alan McGregor, because that was a tremendous ball. Nobody's seen that coming. You didn't see it coming. It was a disguise kind of pass in between, and Callum Wilson knew it. And if it is McGregor's not switched on, he's alone with McGregor there.
Vintage McGregor. Was he ever part of your card school nights with Peter McDonald and boys like that?
Greasy was a young boy when I came through, when I was in the first team kind of thing, and he got put out on loan a lot of my time at Rangers, back and forward. So we never really got a chance to actually play a lot together in that. You know, he was around the squad, but never really played in the first team around me. So unfortunately, but yeah, we struck off a good bond off the pitch.
What a switch of play that is. As if on radar, Trippier fires it in. Suter deals with it. Off the head of Davies, but again, Newcastle just starting to defend some 25-30 yards further up the pitch, Peter.
Yeah, but that again, because Newcastle seem to have the foothold of the game. They can stand higher up in the pitch, and Rangers seems very deep. You look at that, the strikers of Seema and Lammers and Candle, they're so far down on our pitch, you know, we can't even get out, and yeah, they're struggling to get out, and that gives that confidence to Newcastle to start a higher press for a counter press, like we said, and that makes it very difficult to get out of.
Immediately they get it back out to Kieran Trippier. He's such an influence. January 22 he was signed from Atletico, 12 million euros. They'd paid Spurs £20 million for him. He's now 32 years of age, but another set play expert. The opportunity comes as Rangers get the free kick. News referee David Dickinson. He's the real deal.
Even as a Danish guy. I know that one.
Yeah.
That was good.
Doyle for Davies, moves it quickly. Ryan Jack operating between Rangers' two centre-backs, and Suter takes over. He's got all the confidence and strength and drive. Taking out the play though.
To be fair, that is one of the things that could have created a little bit something, because Newcastle tried to get the high press going there, and if the Raiders can break that kind of first, second line, then there's opportunities to happen. But yeah, they made a free kick.
It's so important in that circumstance to allow a Suter or a Davies to step out, or Connor Golson when he's back injury free. But you have to have the discipline of a Lundstrom or a Jack to slot in. Yeah,
and you can see where Jack is positioning himself. He's in between the two centre halves right now, creating a back three. Here we go.
Something might be on here. Lammers twisting, weaving, hits the target. But well pouched by Karius. He started to move himself, Peter, and immediately wanted involved in the final third.
Yeah, to be fair, good fair play. Lammers there. I have to say, a little bit disappointed at the finish. You know, he hits it straight down the goalkeeper's neck. You know, he hits him. He doesn't manage to get out to one of the sides to maybe get a chance for himself. But yeah, the first kind of opportunity for Rangers.
Well, on target, but doesn't really trouble the Toonarmy keeper. Miron and Trippier, you can see this pair of an understanding. It's a clever ball in for Tonali, and again Newcastle making the ball a prisoner. Laid off Almiron. Pushed long by Schär. Oh, look at the space in here, Rangers in trouble. Oh, and it's a terrific intervention ultimately from John Suter, as Newcastle accurate and carving the opportunity. Quick 1-2s, weights of passes, absolutely perfect, and some terrific defending, John Suter.
Yeah, you're spot on, Tom. The movement, running without the ball from Newcastle is very, very good. And it takes Rangers to be switched on to make sure that they're on it when they start that movement and they're passing.
Here's Cantwell. Support comes from Lundstrom. He's asking a lot of Abdallah Sima, and he's got the legs to get there. Cantwell in support. Lundstrom drops off again. He bypasses him, laid off cleverly by Doyle to keep possession. But again, look how quickly Newcastle regrouped and had all the black and white stripes behind the ball. Lundstrom, Barisic goes beyond. Jack drops off. Cantwell wants it, gets it. Switches it to Suter. Again steps out. He's quite an imposing figure when he does that. Lammers trying to link the play. It's a good spell from Rangers. The passes are accurate, but there's no real incision. They're moving Newcastle about just now, but look at Wilson, as if it was a competitive match, is happy to go and close down.
Yeah. Also, I feel like, Tom, we're not getting the best of Barisic and especially Tavernier.
Yep.
Then we're not seeing them in their normal kind of positions so far out the pitch, but they come with their dangerous deliveries into the box and crosses. You can't really get them into the game.
Here's Lammers in space. Delivers early. Doyle. Oh. And again he had options. He just tugged at it a wee bit early, perhaps. A few more games under the belt and that would have been a counter, but again, great movement from Rangers, and it almost paid off.
Yeah, that was a good one, that one. The thing is, Cantwell to get the ball higher up on the pitch, in between the lines, and then Noyles, Lammers again, and he turns it. And he ends up getting in a good position, to be fair. He snatches a little bit of the shot, doesn't he? He doesn't get really control of it. We've seen Lundstrom coming bombing into the box, actually. If he lifts his eyes up, and he can actually slot him in alone with the keeper, and it'll be maybe a certain goal in that way, but I don't blame him. You know, he's in a good position to take a shot. Just didn't get a good connection.
Two efforts, asking questions of Newcastle's rearguard inside 3 minutes. And the new boys combining again, Lammers and Doyle. Trippier. Oh, that is though, made it look so easy. And again, Almiron with the most delightful of
a lot of confidence in it. A lot of confidence. You can see he's playing with a lot of confidence. He had also a fantastic season last year, and he scored already now in this game. So yeah, he'll be flying high in confidence for now.
One down the line. Just all the way by Elliot Anderson, and Suter stays tight, doesn't commit. Tavernier wants involved as well. Good collective defending from Rangers, but Newcastle just regroup. What a delivery that is from Tonali. In from Trippier. Rangers in trouble. Just lofted over the top. Again, it's that man Almiron who got the opener in 16 minutes.
Yeah,
he had all the confidence just to find the lob, but the accuracy was the only thing that was missing.
Yeah, his first touch sets into the ball bubbles up in front of him and can't even wait for it to come down because then the Rangers player would be on top of him. So it was a good play from Newcastle again. And actually, I noticed, see when the ball went into the box, they had 5 players in the box, and they had a box of 4 players right outside waiting for the counter press. You know, they're very well organised, and Rangers are finding it really, really tough to get out.
Trippier again delivers. Again, John Souttar stands firm. What a ball that is back to his keeper from Miguel Almiron.
Yeah, take no chances, put it back, keep possession, clever.
They'll immediately then reposition, put themselves in an area ready to take a pass.
Look at it now, so we see Trippier now and Almiron. If Newcastle get a wee bit of space to switch it, they're completely open on the other side and can go 2 against 1 basically against Barisic if Rangers don't shuffle across quick enough. It seems to be, the shape doesn't seem to suit Rangers right now against Newcastle.
They do seem to have overload because they are getting fullbacks more engaged further up the pitch than we are.
Yeah.
Lewis gives chase. Well, I can think of another Lewis that might have got there, but it wasn't Jamal on this occasion.
Maybe Carl.
Michael Beale looks on. What's going through his mind just now is a goal down, but he won't be overly disappointed the way the team have contributed, the way the team have shaped. Perhaps a wee bit frustrated we haven't created enough.
Yeah, I think that'll be a definite situation, not to create, not chances. But I think one of the biggest ones has been not be able to play out. We're not used to that at Rangers, you know. When you play in the home in Scotland, we're not a dominant side. We're normally the ones who's in the front foot and dominate the ball. And we find it really, really tough to get out here. And again, a little bit like we struggled in Europe last year in Champions League. You know, it shows a little bit now in this kind of shape we're playing right now. I think that's what Michael Beale's maybe a wee bit, I'll be very disappointed about, is the kind of way we are not playing our way out of trouble.
Newcastle have 1 new face in their starting 11 tonight. Rangers have 3, so we have another 3 games before the season really kicks off in earnest to find these combinations and get some confidence going.
Yeah.
It's a good intervention there again from Dowell. Good ball for Cantwell. He's got a sight of the target. And he just passes it wide. Well, we talked about combinations. Dowell and Cantwell, teammates at Norwich, on the same wavelength. A genuine chance. Wrong side of the upright from Cantwell.
Yeah, it's actually quite well played quickly from Doyle. He sees it. He sees the run of Cantwell, doesn't he? He sees it, and just doesn't get a good connection on it, does he? Unfortunately.
Ibrox will raise to a man. A special night for a special Ranger. 505 appearances, 222 clean sheets. Alan McGregor, Rangers Hall of Famer. We salute you and thank you for exemplary service. A true icon of Ibrox. 4 league titles, 4 Scottish Cups, 5 League Cups, 2 European finals, 42 caps for Scotland. An emotional Alan McGregor takes his leave, and a special word in the ear of the man who's likely to be his replacement, Jack Butland. Alan McGregor, he's one of our own. Seven minutes for Jack Butland to get hold of the tempo of this match before half time.
Yes, it will be good for Jack to get a wee bit of touch on the ball before half time. We're hopefully not a touch, but he picks the ball out of the back of the net. That's what we don't want that, but I actually don't want him to touch the ball too much. We want to get the action down the other end, but yeah, it'll be good for him just to get in and get a wee bit of feel for it. Stadium as well, the fans, the shape of the pitch, everything like that, the length of the pitch, all these type of things where you kind of gather your feet and your thoughts a little bit. before second half, of course. So yeah, really good for him to get in. And I just want to touch on McGregor. Feel a little bit for him that he conceded that goal, isn't he, before he goes off? But yeah, fantastic service for the football club.
If you're going to concede a goal, that's one that 5 goalkeepers on the league might not save.
Exactly.
It was a terrific finish, just passed to perfection inside the post. Alan McGregor will we see the legs again, potentially. Next up for the testimonial could be James Tavernier. They're almost a thing of the past. You think back, in the 90s, testimonials were regulars. In fact, Alan McCoy did a testimonial against Newcastle in August '93. Lost 2-1 that night. Mark Hayden was on target. Not sure about that. McCoy's doing now. He's omnipresent, there's more else than speaking.
Tavernier might be against Newcastle again. It's Tavernier because he came from there, isn't he? Yeah, exactly.
Signed 2015 by Mark Warburton. 8 years at Rangers. Half time tonight at Ibrox, just over 5 minutes away. Thanks for joining us on Rangers TV. Scoreline not so much in our favour right now. It's 1-0 in favour of the visitors. And again, Suter. He's strong, he's determined. That's a late challenge there, and Rangers will get the free kick. Down goes Lammers. Interesting pre-match. We'll hear from the boys again through half time. Craig Moore and Alan Hutton were keen to see what Lammers brings to the party. He's not the focal point, but he has real movement. His touch is terrific. He's always wanting involved. You see him coming short again, giving options constantly, and he covers the territory quickly to get back involved in the final third. However, here's Dowell who's gone long. Cantwell goes beyond. Kieran Dowell holds it up, smuggles it beyond. Again, the last defender for the movement of Tavernier. Tavernier does well to keep it in play. Again, Dowell throws the throw in. We'll hear from Craig and Alan Thema. Half time. Better spell from Rangers.
Yeah, Rangers seem to be kind of higher up the pitch now.
Seema determined, but loses out. Fabian Schär. Had a beauty last season. Swiss internationalist. Looks up there. Always wanting it, he gets it again. Always looking to take possession. This time it was Sean Longstaff who laid it off for him. Longstaff who'd a loan at Kilmarnock back in 2017 before further developing the loan spell at the back. Both teams thinking about half-time just now as Newcastle just moving the ball about without any real sense of urgency, Peter.
Yeah, I think they're kind of waiting for half-time, isn't it? Yeah, just want to get in 1-0 up and trying to get control of the game. But it gives Rangers a wee bit of chance to push higher up the pitch to make a wee bit of pressure. But Rangers also need to be careful, don't want to get caught out with want to go for it a little bit too much, So
yeah, I think that was the call there from Sam Lammers. He wanted support to press, but Rangers have shown a bit of discipline now with a midfield four there of Cantwell dropping wide, and he's got some backtracking to do. Jack, likewise. Terrific touch from Cantwell. Seema wants involved, loses out to Trippier.
Yeah, Seema seems to struggle to get into the game, doesn't he? He's not really found his feet and not getting to do any good deliveries. Seems more like a fight for him at the moment, doesn't it?
Although perhaps it would be unjust to try and judge him in this one this evening. He's still just 22, 4 caps for Senegal, but he won't come across such switched on defenders as Newcastle have deployed at the heart of the defence tonight.
No, I don't think so. I think Newcastle's shown kind of their class a little bit in there with the organisation, and like you say, there's not many new players, so everybody knows their roles, everybody knows what they're doing. So it's a tough one for Rangers to kind of get into, especially with the newer players. Like you said, 3 new players trying to find the formation, difficult.
Half turn allowed. Again, as Rangers in the back foot. Lewis. Anderson continues his run. And Ryan Jack aware of the potential problem from the overlapping target. Gets across. First corner, Newcastle. They're not in a hurry to get this one back in play. It's going to be taken by Kieran Trippier. Peter Levenkranz will leave us through half-time to do the half-time draw on pitch. He's loving the moment of his two favourite teams. In comes the corner, defended at the near post by Abdallah Sima. 45 minutes. What on the clock? On the goal came in 16 minutes. Miguel Almiron from Newcastle. Al McGregor, 37 minutes on field tonight. Swanson before being replaced by Jack Butland, who's yet to be called into action. The old intervention, Davies for Lunsum and back to Davies. Lunsum again, away, he's been closed down, gets out early to James Tavernier. One additional minute and they've started already. Down goes Cantwell, free kick Rangers. One additional minute, confirmed by tonight's fourth official, Ryan Lee. I suspect we'll see a host of personnel changes for the second half. And of course, we're back on Saturday. Michael Beale's side will entertain Hamburg at Ibrox. James Tavernier on the free kick. Launches it in. Still in the air. Suter looking to capitalise. Across the face of goal. Newcastle collectively get it away, the last touch from Callum Wilson. Ryan Jack left minding the shot. And right on cue, the half-time whistle blows at Ibrox in the Alan McGregor testimonial. It's Rangers 0, Newcastle United 1. The goal came through Miguel Almiron. And it was a terrific finish along the way. Just passed it beyond Alan McGregor. 11 goals last season. He's got the only goal of the evening so far. We'll hand you back to Emma, Alan and Craig, of course, for a full analysis of the first 45. The scoreline sits Rangers 0, Newcastle United 1.
Thank you very much to Tom and Peter. More from them in the second half. Now, we've seen the last of that.
For Newcastle United, Anthony Gordon, Alex Isaac, Javier Manquillo, Dan Burn, Bruno Guimaraes and Lewis Miley. Meanwhile, there's a well-kent face back at the heart of the Rangers defence. Leon Balogun gets the call, as does Fashion Sakala. The referee has us going for the second half. Rangers chasing the game, so only 2 changes for Rangers, 6 for Newcastle. The goal that came from Almiron in 16 minutes, the difference between the sides. Buckland sends it long. Sakala climbs but loses out to Shard. Let's run through the changes short and we confirm who's going off. As Cantwell releases Sima. Support comes from James Tavernier. Sima goes beyond and gets the pass. Support from Cantwell from the deep position. Jack.
Well, notice that, so Dan Burns had gone into centre half and put Jamal Lewis at the back, yeah, he's playing the left.
Target has left the field, he's certainly been replaced.
Target zone.
Tavernier in for Cantwell, delivers early. Sima takes a touch, make it a second chance, holds it up well, squeezes it back for Lundstrom, fancies it from distance, and unfortunately gets it all wrong. So Target is one of the players going on. I think Botman may have left the field as well.
Trippier as well.
Yeah, Trippier's gone as
Trippier's
well.
off. Buckland.
And their new man, Sandro Tonali.
Yeah.
Can't say I'm disappointed about that one.
Is Bruno Guimaraes in? No.
Miran is.
Almiron is in.
I think there is. He's still playing.
Aye.
He's still out there.
Bruno Guimaraes is in the back in the midfield. Very good player. Really been impressed with him.
It shows you the depth of squad they've got.
Yeah.
Anthony Gordon coming off the bench, 6 years at Everton. They only paid 40 million for him in January.
Just won the, was it under 21?
Position there, yeah.
In England?
Yeah.
Isak as well, front.
I think the Tanner announcer didn't use 10. It's just to pass it back down the line for Lundstram, and Jack takes it in, assessing all the options. Cantwell stands it up for himself, and again just a wee bit overconfident.
Yeah.
Concedes possession kind of quickly. Newcastle look to break. Gordon will give chase. Burton elects not to come. Gordon. Jack gets a block to ensure Lewis can't get a sight of the target. Strength from Seema is terrific. And just failing to find Cantwell, but a early layoff, saw the opportunity to get further up the pitch kind of quickly. But they're still doing the head count.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see, make sure that the...
It was Elliot Anderson who'd been taken out of the play by Seema. Two front players coming together. Gordon working through the gears. Ball across the face, no takers. Barisic slaps it. Tavernier helps her away from the danger area. Well, that's a touch again from Lammers. I think he's going to light up Scottish football. Seema just loses out to the combination. His first touch for Big Dan Burn. And you said he is big, you met him in the tunnel. 6'6".
Just seen him at the tunnel, and I've played with him at Birmingham. You just forget how big he actually is.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
One over the top, chased by Anthony Gordon. He's got a trick or two as well. Jack,
Very
Suter,
high on confidence,
good
isn't he?
enough. Wonderful touch.
Yeah.
One goal last season in only 16 appearances.
Yeah, he
14
struggled.
England under 21 caps. Not short of confidence.
No, but he struggled to get into the team of Newcastle when he arrived. Everybody thought he was going to come and play a
first
game
pick.
for Everton, but from when he came from Everton. But he struggled to get in the team because Newcastle doing so well. But then he's now went on the last bit of the season, played really good for Newcastle as well, and then he done for England in the under 21s, is it? On 23s, under 21s.
Yeah.
And he was on fire then.
He's on the corners too. It's well defended by Rangers. I think James Tavernier said in an interview the other day from Germany, it was a land of the giants round about Ibrox now. I've never seen it, 6'2". How important is it in the modern game to have that physicality and height, particularly when defending and attacking at set plays?
Yeah, man, it's massive. If you can combine that with talent, of course, understanding and that, but also ability and athleticism, then you got a real force there. You know, I mean, I think that was one of Newcastle's really big strengths, where they barely conceded any set plays. In the Premier League, it was a tough league to defend that. You know, they were so scored a lot of set plays as well, but also, of course, he had Trippier, who's an unbelievable free kick taker and stuff like that as well. So that takes into consideration. But
Gordon's seen a lot of the ball. Tug of the shirt there, not spotted by the referee. The Rangers very much in the back foot here. Lundstram well positioned. Closes that back door. And Ryan Jack passes it back to him, and Lundstram making heavy weather of getting it away this time. Barisic just taking it back, some extra cover. Thinks he was impeded, and the far side assistant sees it's a corner. 1-0 in favour of Newcastle. One of the other players who definitely left the field, Peter, was Callum Wilson.
yeah, Callum Wilson's off. Yeah, I got all the ones who went off.
Yep.
But I haven't got everyone who's on for Newcastle.
Chipped in, off the head of Suter. Awkward. Still not away. Lewis picks it up. On the spin again is Elliot Anderson. In for Gordon. Almiron. The reverse pass. Deflected over the top. Another corner. 3 corners in quick succession.
Yeah, it's that kind of play that we've been used to seeing from Rangers, isn't it? With Tavernier and Barisic coming around the outside and crosses in, and that's what Newcastle hurting Rangers with at the moment. We find really, really difficult to stop their fullbacks coming forward and delivering balls into the box.
I'll give you the ons, you give us the offs. Anthony Gordon, Alex Isak, Javier Manquillo, Dan Burn, Bruno Guimaraes, and Lewis Miley.
Yeah, so Lewis Miley, that was the last one.
Yeah.
So the 2 ones, right, okay. So we got Trivio,
In comes the
Botman,
Yeah.
Botman, Wilson, Tonali, Taggart, and Longstaff.
Again.
There we go.
Almiron, who's quickly across to ensure Rangers couldn't capitalise on the counter-attack. Dan Burn, huge physical presence. Just impeding Callum Lammers. You look at the bench, Alexander Isak, 40 caps for Sweden. 6-year contract just a year ago. Allegedly on £120,000 a week.
Came and done fantastic in Newcastle. Some unbelievable goals.
And the forward ball is going astray. And rather well positioned with Souther. Lammers tries to release Seaman. There's a bit of gap between mid and front for Rangers just now.
Yeah. It doesn't seem much changes in the system of play. The only thing, Cantwell is now kind of coming over to the right hand side where he started first half on the left.
Such composure in possession. Just don't seem to rush. It's not on, it's all about keeping possession. And it's Newcastle side and happy. The recycle, shuffle their opponents about a bit, expending some energy. A slightly more attacking option from Rangers with Fashion Juniors coming on for Dowell, and it's the straight replacement Balogun for Ben Davies at the heart of the defence. Inventive. Wrong side of the upright. He's just gone a wee bit early there, couldn't quite capitalise, but again the accuracy and passing causing problems for Rangers, Peter.
Yeah, they're again coming around the outside. Rangers find really, really tough to kind of stop that from happening. Newcastle get a lot of joy coming down the outside. And
what's this all about? Did he stop them getting out?
Yeah.
Outside to the 18-yard box?
Yeah, so they stopped the pass through the middle and put it into the midfielders, and the other two kind of stopped the pass out to the sides.
It wasn't effective in this occasion.
No.
Lundstrom got a break and he fires it wide for Cantwell. James Tavernier's making some ground. Again, not for the first time tonight. Todd Cantwell just taking an extra touch. Loses out to Elliot Anderson. Anderson holds it up. What's on ahead? On the Barisic. He's quite happy to let it go beyond, but Jack Butland wanted to come and take control. I think one of his big strengths is his communication. Jack Butland.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's a bit of size, his presence, in the box. He's a very good shot stopper. So I think he's got a lot to offer for Rangers. That's where you need somebody as a shot stopper, because most of the times when you're in the Scottish League, let's see what happens here.
2v2. And again, fails to get the weight of pass to release Seema. It spins in behind again. And not keep it in play though. 56 in the clock. And just still chasing this game. You do get the impression that it might fizzle out a bit. 20 minutes of that to go to as both teams, take the opportunity to bring some fresh legs and get some game time going there. I should have said incidentally, Newcastle also changed their goalkeeper. Carol Darlow has replaced Loris Karius. Anderson also showing he's willing to come back and try and engineer the opening. Isak gets it wide. Almiron again. Fashion Sakala back defending. Rangers just a bit durable at the moment, difficult to play through. he's found some space again. That final third. Anderson got me out ball. Nice hit. Anderson again. And Maris.
Good defending. Good defending. Yeah, no way for him to go forward, so they have to go all the way back to the goalkeeper.
Good shape.
Yeah.
Lewis. Anderson. This again digs out the delivery. Balogun gets something on it, and heart and mouth moment as it spins across the face of goal. Rangers get it away from John Lynch.
I think Rangers lucky there that Isaac had kind of dropped outside the box to try and get link-up play and wasn't in position to attack that, because it could have easily dropped for him in the box when Balogun misses it.
What do you make of the signing of Leon Balogun? I suppose with the injury to Leon King, he was out of contract, a one-year deal. You know what you're getting with him. He's a solid defender who just does what it says in the tin.
Yeah, he's for me, he's one of the kind of no-nonsense defenders, isn't he? You need that type of Leon King, like you say, is out, then you need somebody that can step in. And also, like, he's been playing in the Championship down in England. You know, don't forget that's an unbelievable league as well at the moment. You know, it's fantastic competition than there. So he'll be a good signing, hopefully.
Leon Balogun, second time round. Now we're getting some Rangers changes. Raskin, Hadji and Ridvan. Shows you how wide the net is cast in signing players. Raskin will be a straight replacement for Ryan Jack. It's been a short close season for the Belgian, a real fan's favourite. John Lundstrom makes way as well. Dennis Hadji. And it's a straight swap in the left back area. Ridvan for Barsic. He's very Sunday named Nicholas. Tavernier. The flag's up. He does have a habit of that, Fashion Sakala, looking to play on the shoulder, and he can sometimes just be a wee bit over ambitious getting in behind.
Yeah, but sometimes it's a battle learning as well. He's still young in that way, but if you can learn a little bit of reading the line better and line on the shoulders, he doesn't need to go that fast. You know, Allah had to learn that as well. In his pace, he's quick. Like I was quick. It's all about timing, and that's sometimes you feel like you're holding it too long.
Do you work on that in the training ground then?
No, but you kind of work away at it. Next time when you kind of get in similar positions and similar situations, you kind of like, I went too early last time and I'm going to bend my run even more this time. You know, so you kind of, it's all about learn from your mistakes kind of thing. And if you don't understand that, then you've got a little bit of a problem, to be fair.
Well, his pace is certainly one of his big assets. And again, we're getting more changes from a Newcastle perspective. About to be introduced are Harrison Ashby, Paul Dummett. We'll get to the other two momentarily. Joe White and Alex Murphy, the latest recruits. Hadji with a good touch. First touch for Nico Raskin. Exchanging with Cantwell. This partnership showed real promise last season. There's Ridvan Yilmaz trying to create something. This fails to link with Lammers. But encouraging nonetheless. The referee did not like that one. Sure, Todd Campbell did either. Lewis with the late challenge.
Paul Dummett as well. I played with him in Newcastle coming forward. He must have been there for
A long time.
I'm going to say 15 years. I would guess close to it anyway.
Well, he won the League Cup with St Mirren in 2012-2013. So that gives you an indication. European maturity. 5 caps for Wales for Paul Dummett. Anderson makes way. So does Almiron, Fabian Sharp. Some of the youngsters from the academy, like Alex Murphy, getting
Jamal Lewis as well.
an option. Yeah.
Yeah, he's out. And Dan Burns has went back to left back. Yeah, and Paul Dummett into the centre half.
Can Rangers conjure up an equaliser with the changes in the Newcastle ranks?
I think, in my opinion, Tom, a player like Anthony Gordon, if he gets a bit of confidence in him, he could be a real handful for the opposition. You know, he seems like he's...
Is he a wide player, or should he be perhaps more central?
No, I think he's wide.
Right.
Or a 10, I would say. He's a player as well that can create something out of nothing. Great ability, but he's a confidence player in my opinion. If he gets a bit of confidence, it seems like he's gathered a bit of confidence now. He looks like he's dribbling stronger, he's understanding. He wants
great
to,
intervention. Chance for Rangers!
Yeah.
We're back on terms. Oh, Sam Lammers pounced on the opportunity, and that's that high press, Peter. Pays the dividend, and he had the composure to slot it beyond the change goalkeeper Darlow. It Rangers 1, Newcastle United 1. Joy for Lammers.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, if you get the high press right, then you've got a really good chance. So, and it seemed to work there for Rangers. But I don't know if they make a mistake. You'll see it now here. Is it Darlow that makes a mistake? I think it is. He's trying to pass it there. It's just, to be fair, it's just very, very good pressure from Lammers. Very good.
Work to do.
Yeah, Jamire Gimenez is getting caught flat-footed, and he's getting, just took it.
Well, he's worked his corner all night. Delighted for him.
Yeah, very good. He's had a couple. He was the one with a couple of shots as well in the first half. So, really good press, and game back on.
Well, we did say perhaps Rangers could take advantage of the number of changes that Newcastle had committed, and right on cue, Sam Lammers did. Gordon showing real appetite for it. Raskin out to him. Guimaraes with the switch.
Yeah, very positive Rangers. Hopefully now can build on that and get back into the game properly. But look at it with Newcastle side, they must be very disappointed. No danger really at any point with that, and then basically handed them a goal, didn't he? So,
well, if they want to play that type of football with a goalkeeper engaging your midfielders coming short to try and build from the back.
It's just about eye contact, understanding when to do it,
and lack of communication.
It looked like a wee bit indecisive, in the way of should I give him it, should I not give it, should I get it, should I not get it, and they got caught off guard. At these high levels, you get punished for these things.
Interesting, 2 interventions from Balogun. As we said earlier, he's a straightforward, no-nonsense defender, and twice since we've got back on terms, he's made sure that there's no room in behind Newcastle to capitalize.
Yeah, I think the start second half, of course, also the lot of changes makes it difficult for the flow of game.
Makes a nightmare for a commentator as well.
But for Newcastle especially, Rangers has not changed so much as Newcastle changed basically the whole team, so they need to try and settle in now.
It was the acceleration of Gordon that was the undoing of Cantwell. It's a terrific ball from Dan Burn down the line. A bit of cut on it, and it just left Todd Cantwell beaten for pace as he tries to close down Gordon.
That's very, very clever play from Gordon. He knows he's coming behind him. He drops the shoulder to go and get it in his feet and takes his first touch around the corner. And he just gets wiped out. It's just very clever play from Anthony Gordon. Just glad that Trippier's walked off.
Yes.
Still getting his deliveries.
Absolutely. As Guimaraes, though, launches one in. Well, that would have been unorthodox from Yanis Hadji. Buttling on his toes.
Unless you just want to hit it back to the goalkeeper. Very good defensive play.
May have been the case. Here's Seema. Cantwell takes over. Tries to get up early to Fashion Junior, who again is in an offside position.
He's went for the first time ball in behind and didn't get time to get back on side. Got caught.
Harrison Ashby on as well, defender now, who previously a youth at Chelsea and West Ham, still just 21, 3 Scotland under 21 caps. Good to see some youngsters, may not have been born in Scotland, but qualify for Scotland, playing at the top level south of the border. Big switch of play, didn't it? It was a terrific ball. Balogun again, just get there, don't allow anyone to progress beyond. When you look at Guimaraes, who gave the ball away, he's another £40 million man. 12 caps for Brazil. Yeah. Joined from Lyon a year ago. So this is probably a team in a bit of transition themselves. A lot of the players involved now, they've only brought one in through the summer, Newcastle, but they had a huge transition of personnel a year ago.
Yeah, they did. But also, they're not a club that goes out. I think the first one we've now seen with Tonoli is, you know, that's his first big spending, you know, in that way. They've not been spending big money like you see the Chelseas and Man Cities and Man Uniteds and all that. So they're still in that transition of building a strong team, but without using kind of like the 100 million man type thing.
Terrific defending. Tavernier just picks the pocket. Anthony Gordon. Rangers with their tails up now since getting back on terms. Hadji in a very unusual deep midfield position. A bit of a problem here for Nico Raskin, I think. A clash of heads. This is always the danger too. Again, it's been a busy second half so far for Bruno Guimaraes. Anxious. Great to see the doctor back at the club, Peter. He had a season away at Leicester.
Yeah.
Bit of a follow through there from Guimaraes.
Yeah,
taking the chances.
A little bit unlucky, you know. Raskin's kind of head on the ball and the momentum of his head going forward kind of gets into his Guimaraes' head, and you know, just unfortunate.
Well, Dr. Mark Waller, now head of medical and performance, of course, joined Rangers originally in July 2018. Previously worked with the England under-21s, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Hull, along the way. Tried, trusted, a really efficient operator. Again, Rangers going to the bench. Might see some youngsters here, Peter, and some boys you know well, like Alex Lowry, who you worked with at the academy, Cole McKinnon, another along the way, and Lewis Mayo. It might not quite be time for Lewis Mayo, but these boys, it's great to see they have the opportunities at the club.
Yeah, but definitely. I hope now over these kind of pre-season games, you know, that is now that they might get a wee run out, get a wee chance, because they're great talent.
Bailey Rice is a player who I really look forward to seeing develop. Doesn't turn 17 until the 4th of October. Made his debut last season in February against Livingston as young Johnny Ufeko, who joined from Leicester, trying to replicate the successes of Calvin Bassey, left-sided centre-back or left-back. Gets called into action as well. Hadji got a touch. Matondo also into action now, can't quite get there. Battle of wills going on there at the heart of the Rangers defence, and it's Balogun who comes out on top. Ufeko finds Hadji. What a ball that is, intended to release Fashion Sakala. Matondo gets involved. The experienced Burns squeezes it away and held up by Lewis Miley. Rangers flat back four. Tavernier
the only player from the started left on the pitch.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Scott Wright also introduced. Yes, he is a phenomenon. I mean,
but he is, though, as an athlete, you know, he's appealing as well from the staff. He's kind of like, he's a fantastic athlete, so I don't think he'll have a problem playing in 90 minutes.
Ridvan on the throw. 6 caps for Turkey. Big season ahead to stay injury free. Feckle quick about his work. Raskin sharp as well. Tell you what, Feckle looks very comfortable.
Yeah, does. Good size as well.
Tavernier. This is better from Rangers. Gordon closing down Hadji. Hadji desperate to impact this season after a horrid injury. A real composed operator too. Came off the bench on 7 occasions last season. Feckle again picks a pass.
Great ball.
Oh, it might break yet for Scott Wright.
Liking how this runners more in behind now.
It's a different dynamic.
But also, I think they switched to kind of like a 3 up front.
Yeah. Is it about getting it back to front that bit quicker with these changes? Bless you, Peter.
Thank you. Yeah, but I think now we got some good pace up front as well. Like the front three is going to cause a bit of problem. I think the high line of Newcastle can't be that as high as they used to be because they might get beaten in behind now.
Raskin quick feet again. He's off and running. Ridvan's got pace as well. Fired and headed away. Ridvan picks it up again. Whips it in with menace. Rangers have just seemed to have found an extra gear for the moment.
Yeah, Rangers look like the team on top at the moment.
Isak got the better of Bailey Rice there as Newcastle get possession. There's an appetite about Rangers with the changes. 1-1, heading to the final 15 minutes. A push on Rice there, but he sticks to the task and gets support from the very busy Nico Raskin. Well, off camera there has been a pitch invasion, which is unnecessary and silly. However, we're enjoying an excellent football match to acknowledge a wonderful playing career of Alan McGregor, and we're back underway again. It's with you, Feckle. Tries to find Sakala. Long searching ball. James Tavernier cushions it in for the touch for Hadji. Outside of a boot, majestically lays it off for Tavernier. Fires it long. Here's Rabi Matondo. Indecision, but does get it into the danger area. Attacked by the combination of Sakala and Bailey Rice. Cleared only as far as Raskin. Right, looking for scraps. Corner Rangers.
Much better play, much better play. As soon as the ball arrived to Tavernier, he knew he just had to put Matondo in up front. It's a great pass down the side, but he loses a wee bit of a touch, doesn't he? The momentum was with him. Newcastle managed to get the bodies behind the ball and made it difficult.
Yeah, the last touch comes off Joe White. Comes behind the corner, which of course James Tavernier has ideas. Deep ball, keeper comes, wasn't getting there. Feckle was the target. Picked up by Ridvan Yilmaz. Now it's delivered. But again, Newcastle, every black and white shirt was inside the 18-yard box. Yeah. Eddie Howe's telling him, get up the park. Yes, he's
it's a different half now, isn't it?
On a higher line.
It's a different game. Newcastle was definitely on a modern front foot in the first half, and then Rangers has switched. The momentum was definitely switched.
Byrne doesn't get beat by many in the air.
I was say that's bread and butter for him, isn't it? A looping pass up like that, you've got no chance.
All day long, he'll have a bit of that. 2 goals last season for Dan Byrne. Oh, clever for Bailey Rice. Has Ridvan got the pace? Well, not quite on this occasion. Although he sticks to the task, and it hems Newcastle in. There was just no way there was an out ball there for Javier Manquillo.
Good play from Rangers, very good play again, balling behind. Seems to get much more joy with that at the moment.
Manquillo, another experienced campaigner, alone at Liverpool in season 2014-15, while in the books of Atletico Madrid. Raskin, he could be the man that makes Rangers tick next season.
I really like the way Raskin settled into the team, hasn't he?
There's Matondo, a box of tricks. Kept in play by Fashion. So direct. Goes behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, that's the only thing for me is Matondo and Fashion. Both of them got a bundle of speed, you know, but it's all about the end product. When you got that much pace, then it's all about what can you do in the last bit. Can you get the right pass, assist the goals?
Echo again just puts his body between ball and Alexander Isaac.
Yeah, he's impressed me quite a bit, to be fair. He's put himself about, looks strong, looks fast.
Of course, Peter, we still have Cyril Dessers to come, who was signed from Cremonese.
A goal from injured.
Yeah.
Coming back.
So there's potential for some further business to be done, of course, along the way. 1-1 the scoreline for Alan McGregor. And Raskin just leaves a wee calling card. I like that. Just ignores the player who's gone down. But here's Gordon, who started so well. Gets it back in for wee Maris. Wide. And the Rangers have to get bodies behind the ball. And again it's Raskin. Terrific intervention. And he's looking to win it again. It breaks kindly when James Tavernier stood his ground. That was mightily impressive.
Very important interception, that.
Hadji exchanges with Wright. Tondo back for James Tavernier. The only constant, as you say. Players, that would be 41 players plus James Tavernier. Balogun, right in space. He does this so well. Just finds that wee pocket on the half turn, then he's got that ability to hit the accelerator, but hanging away from the last defender.
Very impressive from right there. Just needed that last bit out. I think he went for a nutmeg through the legs instead of just knocking it out around him. Then I think he would have been off.
His last goal goes back to the 2022 Cup final. His future has been well speculated, but
yeah, he's been linked with stuff.
Yeah, while he's here, he's still got something to offer. Well, it wouldn't fall into his path again, but knocked away by Newcastle. 10 minutes remaining at Ibrox. Thanks for joining us on Rangers TV.
It's going to be a winner, Tom.
Raskin gives the slip to Gordon. I think he might just get one here.
At the moment, looks like Rangers is the more likely one to get it.
Rice tries to thread it in to release Fashion Jr., but Newcastle well organised. Balogun wins the header. Popped wide again in search for Gordon. Balogun quickly across. Back on Saturday. Again, clubs with terrific history and relationship. As Rangers entertain Hamburg. A team you know well is Peter. From your time in Germany, and
massive
lost their way a bit, haven't they?
Yeah, massive football club who's been struggling to get back into the Bundesliga and been so close. I think for the last 3 years in a row they missed out in the playoff. Yeah. It's crazy. Like, it's such a big football club. Yeah.
That one kicks off at 3 o'clock at Ibrox, and then on the 29th of July it's German opposition again, Hoffenheim, and that one is in Germany. It'll be live on Rangers TV with a 2:30 kick. Clever touch and right. Raskin again, looking for the pace of Maxen Sakala. Well, we saw in the first half Kieran Dowell cover box to box with real distinction. Since he's been replaced effectively by Nico Raskin, he's also just won everything in his area, and only one intent, and that's to get forward and release players. Now we've completed the set now. James Tavernier leaves the field, replaced by Alex Lowry. What a player he is, Peter.
Yeah. Again, one we talked about, Maverick in my opinion. I had him in the academy, and he's a boy who's can do so many tricks and so many good things.
And he plays with such imagination.
Yeah, he's one of the disguise passes, these type of things. He's got that in his locker, all that type of thing. He just needs to add a little bit more, maybe physicality to his game, to chasing around, getting around the pitch a bit more, a bit better, reading the game maybe, but his ability and stuff like that, he's got that in abundance.
Yeah, just turned 20 in June. Pace of the game definitely dropped a bit at the moment, but it's Rangers who are trying to keep the tempo in it. Newcastle just happy to move the ball about.
Yeah, but a lot of changes to that. It's kind of normal, to be fair. I'm really happily surprised in the way of Rangers, how they have kind of, with all these substitutions, they settle into the game better with a lot of substitutions. I think it also helped maybe with a little bit of change the system wise for Rangers. I think it suited them a little bit better with the more three up front.
Would it be wrong to say that perhaps some of the Rangers substitutes have more to play for? They have to catch the eye, whereas Newcastle, probably the starting 11 tonight, was relatively close to where they might go with when the competitive action kicks in.
That's a good point, to be fair, Tom. It's a good point. I think one player we actually also missed from Newcastle is Joe Linton.
Of course, I was thinking.
An unbelievable player from last year as well. He's not even in the squad.
No, Ufeko should have defended, didn't, but Wright did. Newcastle still have possession. Yeah, he just picked up his first caps for Brazil.
Yeah, and scored in it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, good player.
He
bought as a striker, but he bought as a striker, and then he could not score a goal for. He would try to buy one, he couldn't, and then suddenly he kind of developed himself in a midfield role and been an unbelievable number 8 type thing. Yeah, he's been fantastic in that position.
White and Pete Hadji, free kick Rangers. Has to be. Jack Butland's disappointed.
That, I was going to say.
He thought it was him. No, there was no danger of being anybody else, was there?
No.
505 appearances for Alan McGregor. In context, that's the same number of appearances made by Rangers by Colin Jackson, a real icon.
Wow. Yes, something
late
special.
Colin Jackson. Sensational. This time Ufeko gets the challenge in. The referee wasn't happy with it though, as he brings it back. 5 minutes remaining. 1-1. Lowry tries to be a bit of a pest to stop United making any headway, as Byrne, who's trotted out to the left back area once involved. Gordon is composed, but he loses out to the combination of Batondo, and Wright recovers well though. Hadji stands his ground. Who's caught your eye, Peter, from a Rangers perspective in particular?
It's a hard one, to be fair.
There's a chance here. It's Fashion Jr. on the end of the pass from Alex Lowry. Started again by Raskin. Still Fashion Jr. He might get a break here. Hadji a sight of the target. Tries to wrap his foot around it, and it's just wrong side of the goal frame. But again, it was the alert early ball from Nico Raskin. The switched on Lowry, gets in behind, and it's Fashion Jr. who just couldn't escape the clutches of the back-tracking defender.
Again, what I talked about earlier when we talked about him, it's the end product, isn't it? It's the ball kind of bounces to Hadji. I mean, in this situation, it needs to be a pass or a shot, or somehow set something up, with his pace, but he didn't really get to it. But going back to Tom, you were saying about his comment, I think Lamos, he's very goal as well. I think he is.
What will that do for his confidence?
But that's really important, to be fair. Hopefully he can build on from that. It's important for his first game at Ibrox as well, in front of a sold out Ibrox. Hopefully that will build on his confidence a little bit, even though the first half wasn't the best performance.
Well, there's a chance here. Isaac has got Ufeko for company. He's got a trick or two as well. Digs out the delivery. Newcastle restored the lead. The looping header, it goes beyond Jack Butland. The Newcastle fans are absolutely delighted. It was just launched into the net. A cute header. Harrison Ashby, it beats Jack Butland, and with 3 minutes left in the clock, it's now Rangers 1, Newcastle United 2.
I have to say, again, Isak, I've seen him do this in the Premier League, right, towards the end of the season. He was unplayable at times. I don't know if anybody's seen some of the goals and assists he's made. He's so good at this. But again, to talk about end product, when you get to these situations, when you have pace and ability, can you find a pass or a shot or something? And he does. But to be fair, the header, that's
special.
I'm trying to understate it a little bit in that way. That's a difficult header. He's actually up there and he managed to get a little bit of power in it to guide it over Butland. Because if he hits it even harder, it'll be more direct. He loops it over him. And Butler's a big guy. So that's I have to give them credit. It's a very, very good header. Very good goal from Newcastle's point of view. Very poor for Rangers though.
Scottish under-21 internationalist Harrison Ashby making it 2-1 in favour of the visitors. And they haven't been in it for the last 15 minutes or so, Peter.
No, this came out kind of nothing, hasn't it? You actually thought
Stop the cross. Back to basics.
It's the small things. Can somebody create something out of nothing? And that's what Isak did. He created something out of kind of nothing.
Yeah. Balogun an intervention. Hadji on the stretch. Matondo. Alec Lowry has to back check. Bailey Rice pops it in behind. Bennett gets it back to his keeper. So Lammer's caught your eye, Dowell and possibly Nico Raskin's second half.
Yeah, I think Raskin came in and very impressed with him, to be fair. I think he suits that role in that number 6 really good for Rangers. I think he'll be great in there. I have to say I've been impressed with, how do you pronounce his name? I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Number 46, the big centre half came on.
Ufeko.
Yeah, Ufeko.
In from Hadji. Genuine good chance in there. It was a real chance for
good delivery.
Yeah. A nightmare to defend against. Pace and whip.
Yeah. But
corner is the late drama at Ibrox.
That's the difference, isn't it? Finding that end product. Can you find it in a wee bit of quality in the final third? But yeah, Ufeko, I think he's come on and I think he's actually looked strong. I think he's been looking good size.
Certainly could be a terrific addition to the squad.
Yeah.
In with the corner. Balogun gives chase. Matondo picks it up. Scott Wright now. Nico Raskin. Newcastle, everyone behind the ball. Raskin does well to feed it down the right line for Wright. And then breaks off the defender. Got right, looking for options. 1 additional minute to be played, minimum 1 additional minute. There's 90 have come and gone. Balogun again, reads it well. Right, Hadji. Right again, on the run, away from Byrne. Matondo's ahead. Likewise Lowry. Bailey Rice is there as well. Lowry might fancy it himself. Oh, and he's hit the target. The keeper does so well. Alec Lowry, no backlift. Terrific effort. Keeper stretching, got a good glove on it.
That is a fantastic save. To be fair, great bit of play from Lowry. See this.
Rangers looking to get back on terms. It's with Lowry again.
Very unlucky from Lowry.
Terrific effort.
He, again, creates something out of nothing. He cuts back on his own and then finds a good
imagination.
Need a little bit more pace in the ball to beat that one, innit? Good save, to be fair.
Fassing Jr., the additional minute has come and gone. Lowry might have a go again. Oh man, they can't link at the edge of the box. And I think it's when they finish 2-1. And right on cue, the referee David Dickinson brings proceedings to an end. Newcastle got the opener through Almiron in 16 minutes. 64 on the clock, Rangers back on terms with Sam Lammers. But with 2 minutes of regulation time remaining, Ashby with a looping header beyond Jack Butland means the game finishes Rangers 1, Newcastle 2. Lots of positives though, Peter.
Yeah, that is a lot to take from. I thought first half, I have to be honest, I think Newcastle were the better team first half. Second half, I think it changed, momentum changed, but all the substitutions as well. Rangers got much more into it and were much more on the front foot, got a goal as well and looked like the team that was going to go and get the winner. But a wee bit of brilliancy from from Newcastle, and yeah, something or nothing to create a goal and take the win. But there is some positive to take, and hopefully from the new boys who's in here, got an experience to play at Ibrox, play in front of the fans, and that won't come as a big surprise for the next time they're out here, and hopefully they find their feet a lot quicker.
And one of the things, the fans are going to leave Ibrox tonight, they're going to be talking about the new faces, but my goodness,